Here's Brody Brazil.
I now present to you 5 truths of the Neumann TLM103 microphone. This is one I purchased several years back. It was the first real professional condenser that I got when I was building out this home studio. I really wanted the audio to make a splash, and this was actually before I had the preamp purchase and my whole audio chain, but I knew the microphone I wanted. It was within the price range at that time of what I was trying to do. This one to me is still exceptional. Now, I have upgraded from it since to the U87 AI, but the 103 I've kept. It's special to me. It is still very much a favorite. And now I want to tell you 5 things I found out about it after having used it for more than 3 years. Before I get too deep into that, can I just say, while you're here on the channel, if you like this type of content, don't forget to subscribe so I can make more of it. Also, by the end of this video, if you actually like it, give it a thumbs up so that it can be recommended to more people here on YouTube. All right, so these are the 5 biggest things I found out about the TLM103. The lack of self-noise with this microphone is amazing. No, really, it's amazing though. Seriously, I think it's 7 dB, something like that. It's a crazy low amount. This microphone, honestly, in dead silence, it hears things that I can hear through my headphones, that if I take my headphones off, I can't hear them with my own ears. It has a tremendously low self-noise. It's also very sensitive, picks up everything, and that's important, right? Depending on what room you put it in, how you treat your room, just understand that this better microphone means that your room also needs to be better treated in terms of using it for voiceover. And if you're not looking for reverb and you want a professional sound, you have to record with this mic in a professional room. But yeah, going back to that, no hiss, no nothing. This microphone, when you're silent, it is dead silent. I'll move on to this. With the frequency response, it is bright. There's no question about that. Now, me having, a mid to deeper voice of a typical male, you have to understand that with some brighter voices, with some top heavier voices, you pair that with a top heavy microphone, and it may not be the perfect solution. Again, the clarity on this microphone is great. The top end, it definitely has sparkle, but I think you want this mic for lower register voices, and I'll talk about the authority of it in just a second. But if you use this with deeper voices, it's going to bring out the top part to make it shine a little bit more, rather than having a higher pitched voice that's also going to be magnified there. So this one may not be for every voice. I do want to be clear about it. A great microphone, but maybe not for everybody. Okay, tremendous quality and value. That's my number 3 here. And a top-tier microphone. I understand it's not the U87 AI, but trust me, as somebody who's used both a ton, you can get this one and be just as satisfied as if you did ultimately get the U87. This microphone has so much upside to it. It's not that different, honestly, from the U87. I have a whole separate video on that, but that one might be a little bit smoother on the top and bottom. This one's a little bit more V-shaped and pronounced, but in terms of the quality and the clarity and the dynamic range of a voice and like I said, the low self-noise, there's so many things about this microphone, which I do understand is still very expensive. Let's make no question about that. But what you're getting out of this mic is something that's worth the value you paid for it. Okay, truth number 4. And like I said earlier, you really need to put this microphone in a good room to shine. It hears so much that if my voice is bouncing off all these walls and going back into the microphone, it's not going to make this purchase worth your while. But the other part about this mic is that you really do, if you're going to step up your game to this, you also need to pair it with a pretty good preamp. Now, I'm not telling you a value amount or price range or what model to put with it, although I highly recommend the Universal Audio Apollo Twin X. That's a very popular combination. You just have to use something that's equal to the mic in terms of quality. I mean, why get an expensive mic and run it through an interface that's just not going to do it justice? And if you don't believe me, I can't really translate all of it to you here, but you hear this microphone sounding so much different and better with a high quality preamp, maybe even a signal chain, including some EQ and some compression. It sounds great dry and raw. Don't get me wrong. I do like the way it sounds just straight plugged into a recorder with no post-production or anything. But when you add a preamp, and if you start adding some things into your signal chain, you're going to like this microphone even more. And then last but not least, I didn't necessarily buy this mic because of it, but I realized after using it for a while that especially if you close talk this thing, if you're looking for an authoritative sound, or is it authoritative? If you're looking to make a statement with your sound, this is a perfect microphone to do it with. There's a reason that popular radio stations and popular radio personalities, hey now, use this microphone. There really are good reasons for it. It's small, it's compact, it looks great on camera, but it does give you, if you really want to get in here and work this microphone, it is going to give you a sound that is unmistakable. Still from this distance, an inch away. The clarity, the quality, how it sounds, to me, again, this one packs a punch. It definitely does. So there you go. These are 5 truths that I found out after using the Neumann TLM103 for about 3 years. To just sum it up, yes, expensive. Yes, this might be, though, a microphone that you purchase and you can skip all the other ones for 2 decades. It's not the longest standing mic in terms of existence on the product line or also in my locker, but it's also something I guarantee is still going to be a staple for many decades to come, and there's a very, very good reason for that.